My beloved child, there are some important things I want you to understand about what it truly means to prosper and succeed in this life. I know you have dreams, maybe hopes of being wealthy, being admired and envied by others. I created you with vision and the desire to accomplish great things. But the version of prosperity the world sells is twisted and flawed. It centers on magnifying self while exploiting others. It prioritizes material accumulation over meaningful relationships and leaves your soul bankrupt in the end. I have something far better in mind for you, my precious one. My plans for your prosperity and success run deeper than surface-level wishes. They tap into the very purpose I wove into your innermost being, to walk with me, to find ultimate satisfaction in our relationship. You were designed for so much more than this world can offer. As you carve out quiet space to meet with me daily, communing through prayer and steeping your soul in Scripture, you gain access to true wisdom. The knowledge of me is the most valuable treasure you could ever attain. It leads to blessings the world knows nothing about. Perfect peace guarding your heart and mind, hope shining bright regardless of circumstances, and joy that overflows from my presence within you. These are the markers of prosperity in my economy. The treasures the world has to offer may glitter impressively for a season, but will tarnish by moral decay as the darkness takes root in cracks barely visible at first. Before long, those being envied are actually living hollow, empty lives, desperate to fill the void with more wealth, power, pleasure. When you receive this gift of salvation, my life flows into you. Now you can walk in true prosperity by following where my spirit leads into the abundant life of wisdom I designed you for. Living the truly abundant, prosperous life I offer has nothing to do with your income. In fact, those the world celebrates would trade all their possessions for the lasting joy, unshakable peace, and deep purpose my children walk in each day. They dedicate their wealth to expanding kingdoms of dirt, while my children build kingdoms of eternity. Yes, following me doesn't guarantee an easy or comfortable life. You will still face hardship, loss, illness, relational ruptures. But as you lean on me through storms, your roots grow deeper in my steadfast presence. Hardship bears sweet fruit, increased wisdom, refined character, and an ability to comfort others from the comfort I've poured into you. Where the world sees defeat in the ashes, I reveal diamonds refined by fiery trials. I craft beauty from your brokenness. What witnesses mistook as your end was actually my divine setup for new beginnings they cannot comprehend. For my power shines brightest in weakness. As you die to self-reliance daily and learn to trust me more, you gain access to resurrection life, the truest abundance overflowing from our vital union. Fruitful prosperity flows from intimacy with me. The world's counterfeits pale compared to the wealth I lavish on those who love me above all else. When you seek first my kingdom, everything you need flows from that fixed foundation. I release miracles as you walk in humble obedience close by my side. As you pursue eternal investments rather than fleeting trinkets, your legacy will outlast your earthly days. You become a conduit of my blessings more than a container collecting possessions. Rivers of living water flow from within you, quenching dry souls, feeding hungry hearts, breathing life into decaying places. This is true prosperity, being my vessel to pour out my kingdom everywhere you go. I know the temptation looms at times to adopt the world's path to success. Peer pressure lurks around corners, provoking you to prove your worth through fruitless striving. But tune your ears to my gentle whisper. Your words, actions, and generosity point fellow travelers onto the life-giving road of salvation after wandering aimlessly on paths toward destruction. Your soul becomes a lighthouse guiding shipwrecked souls safely home through tumultuous seas. What greater success could you hope for? My beloved, lasting prosperity and success cannot be engineered by empty achievements. True contentment rises from within, watered by streams of grace that flow into surrendered hearts. Dare to believe fulfillment dwells not in changing your surroundings, but being changed from within by my loving presence. Where brokenness once stabbed mercilessly, healing now inhabits. Shame once screamed lies, now gasps in awe at the child I see. My beloved, my precious, my treasure. Fears of lack morph into radical generosity. What others deem impossible wanes in light of my power displayed through yielded weakness. Beloved, the most successful secret is not striving to shift your life, but allowing me to transform your soul. Yes, I discipline those I love, but always with the aim of protecting you from paths of harm and guiding you into the abundant life I desire for you. My correction flows from unwavering devotion, not anger or judgment. I cannot stand by and watch my child toy with destruction, hypnotized by its deceitful lures. The wells of life lie just ahead. These pit stops of pleasure end only in spiritual poverty. Yet still you fling yourself headlong into slippery slopes, ignoring my pleas. I yearn for that joyful union, my child. When pretense falls away and you run headlong into my arms, where unconditional love waits to transform you. I've always known your name and your frame. Repentance opens the floodgates to feast on the inheritance I held for you all the while. My greatest success story unfolds when the dead awaken, the lost get found, the broken choose healing, the chained walk free, the blinded finally see. So come, wayward one, and let us talk. There is no need to hide anymore, as Adam did in shame silence. Your Father waits ready to exchange beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, praise for heaviness. I sculpt life from dust and know how to breathe new dreams into discouraged souls. I refuse to give up on you because I see your destined end, an oasis filled with peace, purpose, and prosperity that overflows into gardens of life. The choice stands before you, my child. Continuing down roads to nowhere leads only to more aimless wandering for a mirage that never satisfies. But my way leads to life, to wholeness, healing, wisdom, and destiny. The lie ensnares with hollow promises that don't deliver, while truth frees with hope that never disappoints. Which voice will you listen to? Mine calls you beloved, chosen, wanted. Despite where your feet have strayed, I hold your face tenderly now, peering into eyes I fashioned so long ago. I know your heart still, all its longings, aches, and fears. And I know the abundant life it craves to breathe in deep. I speak this truth gently but firmly over you now. You were created for so much more than this world's shallow substitutes. Come. Walk away from lesser loves and lesser roads. The choice stands before you, precious one. Where will you go from here? How I yearn for you to walk in the fullness of joy, freedom, and destiny I have planned for you. My intentions toward you overflow with prosperity and blessing. Come up to higher places with me where my perspective unfolds the bigger picture of your purpose. There we will see eternal matters in proper focus, with earthly troubles shrinking in light of my glory. Yes, difficulties and adversity will arise along the journey, but through eyes of faith, you will see how I harness all things for your good. I waste nothing. In my hands, each experience, whether joyful or painful, serves a redemptive purpose. Stay sensitive to my wisdom woven through every circumstance. Listen for my gentle prompts, guiding you to shift perspective, release bitterness, extend mercy, speak truth boldly, or rest in stillness with me. Each moment offers a chance for eternal investment. Therefore, walk wisely, beloved, moving and speaking in step with my spirit. You worry that your humanity disqualifies you from the supernatural purposes I have prepared for you. But my child, the opposite is true. Your weakness makes space for my strength to shine even brighter. As you yield continually to me, positional authority and power flow through you. Understand this, beloved. The realm of the spirit determines outcomes in the natural world, so set your mind and affections on that which is eternal, not fleeting. Reject doubt-filled words and thoughts that aim to distort truth. Instead, fill your heart and mouth with declarations of my faithfulness and power from Scripture. Wield these sacred words as weapons of warfare to dispel darkness. Allow my word to richly dwell within you as you memorize and meditate upon its promises daily. Ask for heightened spiritual discernment to recognize the enemy's lies, which elicit such fear and turmoil within you at times. My spirit living in you is greater than he who wages war against your soul. Do not believe every thought or suggestion that enters your mind. Test them against my word to decipher their origin. I have delivered you from the kingdom of darkness and given you eyes to see truth. Therefore, see accurately through my lens of light and love. Come walk with me daily through fields of healing mercies new each morning. Be refreshed by crystal clear streams bubbling up from within, my living water springing as a fountain, quenching your soul's deep thirst. Sit at my feet often. This is our sacred space together, beloved. My presence is your refuge and sanctuary from life's storms. Here be filled with joy and laughter as I delight over you. Receive my words of warmth, affirmation, and belonging that wrap comfort around your weary heart. Unload the heavy burdens you have carried far too long. Cry tears of relief as I lift their weight from slumped shoulders. No matter what you reveal, I respond only and always with more grace. In this quiet haven, beloved child, I see you as you truly are and love you unconditionally. My perception of you aligns with my intentional design, not your deficiencies. So reject accusations that you are unworthy, unlovable, unusable. The flaws you fixate on are superficial to me. Here in our haven, beloved, we will tend the garden of your soul. I will gently dig up roots of resentment and anger that threaten fruitfulness. I will clear away clutter so long-buried dreams can bloom anew, watered by my spirit. Soon you will blossom, receptive once more to my vision for your life. The enemy endeavors to cloud your vision with anxiety about the future, attempting to sabotage my purposes through premature action or paralysis. Rise above his tactics, beloved. Walk with me in the reality of today, fully present and surrendered. Give me this moment. Tomorrow's provision awaits in my storeroom, accessible only through the doorway of now. Future breakthrough begins with faith applied today. Listen for the whisper of my spirit providing step-by-step guidance. As you daily offer yourself as a vessel emptied of selfish ambition, my love will overflow freely through you. As you sow seeds of righteousness by meeting tangible needs, speaking hope, and forgiving those who wronged you, bountiful harvest awaits. What you make happen for others, I will make happen for you, multiplied exponentially. Know this truth, beloved. Your limitation is not lack of resources, talent, or opportunity. True lack is distance separating your heart from mine. Abide in me, where you will find rest, perspective, and empowerment. Here your roots tap directly into my vibrant stream of living water, nourishment for flourishing even in harsh conditions. Yes, storms will inevitably come, beloved. Conflicts, losses, injustice, betrayal. Expect them, for this is the reality of the fallen world you live in for now. But remember, no storm in heaven or earth can thwart my purposes or diminish my delight in you. Temporary pain will amplify eternal weight of glory fulfilled in you. So stay anchored in me, precious child. My presence surrounding you is stronger than any force arising to challenge you. Keep your eyes fixed on me, not the stormy seas churning around you. Hold out your arm in faith, believing I will grab hold to save you. I will never forsake you. Soon you will see tumultuous waves bow beneath my feet. Through howling wind and pounding rain, listen for my voice. Be still, I will say, and know that I am God. I will be exalted over all the earth. For I will speak peace to your storm. Soon winds will settle. Skies will clear, revealing an unobstructed view of sunrise glowing bright with promise. You will rejoice at dawn's arrival, celebrating restoration, renewal, and visions birthed in night's obscurity. This day I am making all things new, starting deep inside your soul. Receive my cleansing, beloved, allowing my living water to flow freely through every chamber. Soon you will be restored, filled again with life, hope, and purpose. The enemy endeavors to distort my true vision and design over your life. He aims to manipulate your identity and derail your destiny. But you must not accept or align with these counterfeit perspectives of yourself, my beloved. Instead, hold fast to what you know in your spirit my word declares is true. Set your mind on things above, not on earthly limitations or distortions. Now is the time to stand up boldly, emerge from obscurity, walk in the authority and power I have given you. No more hiding or shrinking back, my child. You will advance and enforce the kingdom, furthering the reality of heaven on earth. Heaven stands fully behind you. Take courage, pick up your tools, and build. Yours is not a spirit of fear or cowardice, but of power, love, and sound judgment. Therefore reject turmoil and anxiety, for they are not of me. Refuse to dwell on what accuses and condemns. Instead, set your thoughts and words into alignment with Scripture through meditating upon it day and night. In this way, I will arm you to refute deception and renounce agreements made with lies. You will begin to walk free, forward into the fullness I have prepared for you. Now come walk with me, beloved, along the paths I have prepared since before you took your first breath. I know the way through wilderness and wasteland. I know where refreshing streams bubble up and fruit hangs heavy on vine. I know where beauty springs from, ash and dreams revived overflow with purpose. I know where you will find fellowship, community, and mission. I know every turn and twist along the journey, using all for your good. Take my hand, child. Walk with me each day through both barren and beautiful stretches, keeping in step with my spirit who lives within you. We will finish this race and complete this adventure together, celebrating every step along the way. My beloved child, our journey together is just beginning. Many miles stretch ahead through mountain heights of joy and valley depths of sorrow. Yet, in each one, my presence shall companion you. Listen for my gentle whisper. I will instruct you along the way. When the road grows steep and doubts assail, cry out to me. I will lift your weariness and carry you close until strength returns. If you stumble or stray off course, enticed by voices foreign to your soul, keep your ears attuned for me calling you back. I will run to meet you. My goal remains to prosper you according to destiny's higher vantage point. Detours and delays aimed against my vision for your flourishing will be redemptively rewoven into providential blessing. What aims to harm you will fuel the story of restoration I am telling over your life. Just keep walking with me, one obedient step after the next. Together we will finish well. Be filled again with strength and vision for all that awaits across the horizon. Do not despair over lost ground given to the enemy through seasons of rebellion or passivity. I am 𝙂𝙤𝙙𝙨, abundantly able to restore recompense for locust-ravaged years. I make streams spring up in desert wastelands. Beauty will blossom yet from barren ashes of regretted yesterdays. Lift your eyes, beloved child. Great reward comes to those who wholeheartedly seek me. Run hard after me, and overwhelming provision awaits you. Only believe. Ask for divine insight to interpret each challenge encountered along your odyssey. None come without intention to mature and amplify unique strengths I've planted within you. Wisdom recognizes every steep climb builds endurance and tenacity for summit attainment. Traversing adverse terrain leads at last into new realms of authority for advancing my kingdom. Through tears and hardship, I am equipping chosen vessels of honor for the next leg of adventure. You are becoming a powerful weapon against darkness, a courageous overcomer set ablaze by my commissioning fire. Lift your head. Redemption draws near. Listen as my voice washes warmly over your soul, affirming your identity, value, and belonging in my family. You are perfectly loved, flawlessly designed, intentionally purposed. Here in the shelter of my wing, no accusations find footing, no attacks successfully land. I am your rock, fortress, and deliverer. I lift your weariness and exchange it with strength divine. When swirling storms of adversity arise, threatening to erode foundations of faith or uproot destiny's roots embedded deep in my promises for you, refuse to retreat in fear. Stand unwavering, beloved. The tempest will not prevail. Boldly declare kingdom truths and heaven's supreme authority against these attempts to derail your purpose. Worship me as Judah did on the battlefield, releasing songs of praise over the atmosphere until victory manifests suddenly. I am fighting for you. My goal is not perpetually peaceful paths void of earthly hardship, but rather to spiritually mature you for commissioning. Through the refiner's fire, I am forging an overcomer, one intimately acquainted with adversity's corridors, understanding the breadth of my sufficient grace. Never forget, earth remains fallen and still groaning, for redemption I will one day bring. The grandest adventures require traversing conflicting terrain and battling mighty warriors of darkness. Courage must be daily donned. Take up the full armor I supply you, beloved child. Refuse to retreat. The view awaiting atop the summit is well worth the arduous, uncertain ascent getting there. I go before you. Just keep your eyes fixed on me. Here in these lush meadows by quiet waters, find shelter under my wing when weariness sets in. Freely you have received, freely give. I will push back darkness, bringing heaven's vibrant light into earth's darkness. I will tear down dividing walls of hostility erected, building bridges with mercy's mortar instead. I will speak hope to hopeless places in nations near and far, releasing captives from prisons of addiction and despair. My compelling love within you moves you across borders and cultures as one compelled to bind up humanity's brokenness. Your life intersects others for divine purpose. This brings me great joy. Now come walk with me further up the heights of holiness, higher realms of glory. There is much yet to show you, reveal to you, awaken within you. The most thrilling adventures still await, but they require radical obedience and an end to self-sufficiency. Full surrender is the gateway into divine destiny and radical impact. Walk this cruciform road with me, beloved. Great reward comes to those who do. I will silence the roar of the ruthless enemy threatening chaos and destruction all around. His schemes will not succeed against you. I will tear down the kingdom of darkness and build up communities of light wherever you go. I will set the captives free and awaken destinies for glory. I will make the crooked places straight and the rough places smooth. Heaven's redemptive transformation will flow through me to earth's darkest, most hopeless corners. Just stay close by my side, take up your position in prayer, listen for my battle plan strategies. Victory is assured. Now come. Set your face like flint toward the ever-unfolding destiny prepared for you before time began. Many miles beckon you onward. My spirit within propels your feet forward. Do not look to the left or right, and do not gaze back. Keep your eyes fixed fully on me, beloved child. The vistas your path will traverse and the miracles it will manifest will far exceed your wildest dreams. Lay down every weight and unrest. Unplug from the cacophony of demands striving to dictate your pace. Here in this haven with me, be filled with eternal music. No more hurry. No more hustle required. You are safe here. Sheltered in this sacred space, beloved child. Unload the burdens bowed across strained shoulders. The loads were never meant for you to carry. Roll them onto me. Be set free once more as I lift heavy weights from your back and breathe fresh perspective through a cluttered mind. My perception reigns supreme. You have only to rest beneath my wing a little while until strength returns for the road ahead. Clarity will come, beloved. In due time, you will recognize each hill climbed, every valley traversed, ultimately led toward discovery of rare treasure I have prepared uniquely for your purpose since before time began. Yes, the enemy actively conspires to veil eyes from seeing promise waiting just beyond the horizon. He understands fully your kingdom assignment and eternal potential poised to manifest, thus works diligently to distract and dismantle. But his schemes will utterly fail. You must not partner with his lies even inadvertently by agreeing with anxious thoughts kindled in his demonic playground. Rise above. Set your mind and affections on things above, where your position and authority in my kingdom reign secure. Deafen ears to taunts alleging powerlessness. Instead, be infiltrated by identity and boldness. Only one immersed in my presence and love can possess. The battle is mine, I remind you, and you are indeed well able to advance my victory on the front lines of spiritual warfare. But being in sync with me remains essential. This requires practicing consistent spiritual disciplines to nurture intimacy and feed on sustenance only my word delivers fully to your soul. Fervent, strategic prayer and worship prepare the atmosphere for breakthrough from heavenly realms into the seen world. Stand unshakable by my promises I have spoken. Continue counting on my unlimited power to restore the path forward when opposition arises and obstacles tower. I make streams spring up in desert places. Ruined places rebuilt into cathedrals by my hand become memorials of my faithfulness for generations to come. All works to gather glory due my name as the miraculous maker. Dismiss earthbound limitations attempting to rein in hopes and dreams blossoming in this embryonic season. I planted them within you for divine purpose. Protect and nurture them until birthing. What I conceive cannot be aborted. Aligned with me in holy partnership, these dreams will transform terrain and expand access to living hope. Manifestations still to emerge in proper time will testify of my authority and kingdom come. Until then, secure confidence in my careful watch over all that concerns you. Rest in this unshakable peace and plant expectant hope for a bountiful harvest guaranteed when connected to the true vine. Where you journey, no path remains devoid of my presence. I desire you to be awed by stunning glory and beauty all around if you attune vision to see through the lens of heaven. Everything in creation radiates some aspect of who I am. I allow nothing to exist without revealing divine fingerprints upon its essence. So walk with mind wide open. Delight your eye and soul by seeking and finding me in everything. Great reward comes to those who earnestly draw near. Now come and linger near my heart a little longer. Settle here with me in no hurry. Even the most urgent deadlines in your world can stand frozen for a season. As we meet together in this holy place, heavenly eternity breaks through linear passage of earthly time. Agendas and anxieties hold no power when unhooked from instabilities of the temporal realm. You are perfectly safe and fully understood here. So unload the day's accumulating stresses gathered up during busyness. Quiet your inner cry. Stillness bears no threat for those who know whose they are. Listen instead for stirring underground, indicators of coming bounty. The best wine takes years to ferment, beloved, but the taste once perfectly aged was well worth the wait. These quiet moments together, beloved child, bring sacred meaning to mundane moments. My glory blazes brightest within simple acts of obedience, caring for neighbors and strangers alike. No act done in secret for my eyes alone is meaningless, no matter how weary muscles protest. Pour yourself out as one compelled by love. Soon you shall discover your holy calling. In returning here often, absorb enough light and love to illuminate the coming days no matter what conditions you traverse. I will strengthen and steady you for the next leg. You were created for such a time as this. Lift your head. Redemption is near. And my glory soon covers the earth as the waters cover the sea. But here, for now, simply rest.